everyone, I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. It's been about 2 weeks since I last uploaded a binder organizing video, and we're already starting off with another episode. However, this one is going to be a lot shorter than the last episode, hopefully, because this one is only going to be this one sitting that I'm doing, and it's mainly just updating some comebacks that we started working on in the last episode. The main ones we're going to focus on are 17 for adding the extra versions that I got of Face the Sun, as well as adding Sector 17, which in that case it would be the Carrot version of Face the Sun, the Weverse version of Face the Sun, and the regular album versions, the Kino and the compact version of Sector 17. And then in the green binder, we're going to mainly focus on Promise and adding the extra versions of from our Memento box, which in that case are the Jewel Case and the Weverse versions, as well as starting and adding the StayC We Need Love comeback in the binder, and also adding Brave Girls Thank You, because I did finally get the copies of that album since I was still missing them from March. We're just going to start off with this binder and go into 17 before we continue. If you do like this kind of content, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I usually make album unboxings, collective hauls, binder, photo card organizing, photo card sorting, and things like that. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe so you'd stay tuned. I don't have a set schedule of uploading videos. Sometimes I upload 2 videos in one day, or I upload every other day. Just whenever I get videos done, try to upload them as frequently as possible, so that way I don't leave you out without content for a long time. With all of that out of the way, let's start off with the 17 collection. So if you do not know, I collect Wanu from 17, and last episode I just added the 5 main versions of Face the Sun, as well as the Ray and Pioneer Kino cards. So these are all starting right here. I do have an extra page here in the back. So what I wanted to do was kind of start the Carrot version here on this page and continue it on in this one, and then have 3 separate pages in the back for the extra card pack of cards that you get from the Carrot version based on the member you pulled. So currently right now I have Dino's Carrot version, which I did unbox. If you want to go see that, I'll have it carded up there. And it came with a 24 pack of cards of just Dino and a unit with the other members. I'm currently trying to trade that off for Wanu's so I can have Wanu's version, and that'll just be 3 pages, kind of like when you get like a random set of Kino cards like how I have for Key for I Wanna Be somewhere in this album. I'm just gonna set up and put some extra pages here in the back. I'm not gonna make any fillers for the 24 card pack we get for the Carrot version. It is going to look a little bit different. So I still have these green fillers right here, but I ran out of the blue post-it notes, so now they are green. So rather than just having green paper on a green card, I do have blue fillers, so it's just going to be the opposite. So we have everything set up in here. We have the 4 carrot cards up at the beginning, then the Weverse QR and the 2 Weverse cards. I forgot the name of the versions for the Sector 17 albums, so I just put them as 1, 2, 3, 4 because I knew that each version was going to have 2 cards each, and then there was only going to be 1 keynote and 2 cards for the compact. Fortunately, there was some extra cards, so I did have to pull this into the 3 pages I saved for the carrot version. So I think what I'm going to do is just have this as another page to continue the album cards, and then just add an extra page here so that way we stick with carrot versions being in their own 3 pages. I'm not sure if I want to keep it at the back of the Wanu collection. I might just do that where I just continue with the album cards in front of the carrot cards, because I think I just like the concept of like the painting thing that they did for the carrot version, and just have that as its own like separate thing at the end, regardless of what era it is, and just putting the other eras in front of it. We are done with this binder, so now we're going to move on to the green binder. If you do not remember, recap from last episode, we only added 1 page, and that was because we only knew, like at this point of when we were filling out the pages for this, that there were only album versions and keynote versions. And then a few days after I filmed this, and a day after I uploaded the video on YouTube, there were more versions announced, and it was the jewel case and the Weverse versions. I think what I'm going to do in this case is kind of similar to how I have 17 set up, where I just leave space on a new page so that I can start the new collection. I might just have to just make a new page and add the cards in a separate page. Just keep this one as 8. We do have enough pages though to continue with the yellow fillers with the green paper, so that's a good thing. We are only going to do 4 cards for each member, because all we need to do is 1 jewel case card, a QR card, and 2 Weverse cards. We are done with Promise basically now. I changed my mind while I was organizing this, and I thought it would be a good idea if I leave the jewel case in the middle and then have the Weverse cards on their own page, because I kind of like it when I finish a collection on one row and then start new rows with the next era. It looks like nice and clean and organized in my opinion for me, which is why I like the transition between Ataka and Face the Sun for 17. I just think it looks like really nice in my opinion, and it also helps me with like saving space, so I know I'm not just wasting extra space. This just leaves us with a perfect amount of space to continue from its collection after this era. Next we have StayC. We don't really have much work to do for this one. We have to add 4 cards, 2 for each version of the album, because they are pretty much doing a similar thing to Stereotype, where they did 2 cards per member per version, and you get 1 card in each copy. So you need to buy 2 copies of each version in order to complete the set for a member. I have only seen right now, as of this moment, only the 2 versions of the album. There has not been a jewel case or anything like that announced. Hopefully it stays this way and they don't announce an extra version, so I don't have to like kind of buy more albums now. I'd rather just like to keep it with the 2 versions, please.
I should have kept my mouth closed.
And I think what I'm going to do also is move the Stereotype Weverse card I have to the top here and then start Young Love like that. I also do need to add an extra filler here in the middle. I did forget to include the AR card for Young Love. This perfectly fits in the rest of the page, so that's nice. So we have 2 pages just for Jay's collections. I like it, it looks pretty. Next, we're going to move to the last artist. I never really made fillers for Brave Girls. I just recently decided, once I had these cards, I really decided I wanted to collect Minyoung because I kept on getting her cards and her cards looked really pretty. So I figured I can just collect Minyoung because really, I think still to this day, I love all 4 members equally. So I was kind of having a hard time deciding who I would want to collect because I don't want to just like buy a bunch of albums to try and collect all 4 members or focus on like spending a lot of money trying to complete these sets. I just decided to collect 1 member and I decided on Minyoung because I was already getting her cards. And I especially love this card for the After We Ride album. It is kind of hard to find trades on Instagram for Brave Girls. There aren't really a lot of posts on Instagram for the Brave Girls trade tag. It's not that easy, so I haven't even posted any of the photo cards I have for Minyoung's equivalent. I'm gonna try now and see like in the near future to see if there's any more. Right now, as of this moment, it's like very hard to try to find a trade for Brave Girls. So I'm only gonna do the fillers for Thank You. I'm not gonna do the fillers for the other albums just to make it simple. I just left them here at the bottom. I might just do like 1 era for each row. Alright, and that was it for this video. Fairly short, a lot shorter compared to last episode, but I just needed to update some extra comebacks that were announced as I was filming and uploading the last episode. So it was just kind of like catching up a little bit on some extra stuff that should have been covered in the last episode. But I do hope you enjoyed. In the links of my description, I have all of my usual links, such as links to resources and organizations, the background music I use for the video, my social media, a future schedule of videos that I will upload after this one, and a song recommendation, which for today will be... Today I'm going to recommend a Solji song. I'm going to recommend Have a Good Day. It's one of my favorite songs in her mini album. I didn't really talk too much about all of her songs when I did the unboxing for that album, but if you are really into ballads and like slower songs, that's one song that I think you will really like. It's not as sad as most ballads are. It's kind of like a slower but kind of like a little bit of a happier kind of song, that at least that's how it makes me feel when I listen to it. More of the other songs in her album are kind of like more like sad and kind of like somber kind of feeling. It's kind of like one of those songs you just need to put on when you need to cry. So I do hope you enjoy that song if you haven't listened to it. Lastly, if you do need to go outside, please take as many necessary precautions as you need to take in order to keep yourself and those around you safe and healthy. I wish you all the very, very best, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.